afternoon, and good morning to you guys. How are you doing in this lovely tonight? It's my evening tonight. I am back. It's time after a full weeks of like almost like a non-techie week or something. I decided now it's time for live coding again. Great to see you folks. Welcome if you are watching from wherever you're watching. Hello, and do shout out on the chat room here on the side. And so, not to further ado, because we are a bit late, I would say, let's see if we can get this show on the road. So, another time, another day. From wherever you are, I would like to welcome you to the stream. Like chill music, put it on. Hope you like the music. Well, I was thinking today we're going to be chatting about stuff. And also, I want to actually live on air play around with a specific thing that was launched during the week. Called Microsoft Power Toys. Yeah, you heard it. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be installing it to see how it works, and also in between, Martin really wants me to get the SDN Cast website finished. So we will be working on that as well. That's a Blazor app written totally in .NET Core, end to end. No JavaScript needed. No one needs JavaScript, no one. My name is Fani Reinders, welcome, and if you haven't heard my chats before or my streams, do check me out on twitter.com/Fani Reinders, and also I do blogs sometimes at reinders.co, and also obviously on Twitch. I'm doing this stream maybe 2 times. Most of the times I would say 2 times, and at least once every fortnight. Not the game though, not the game. If you have just joined us, let's get our hands dirty and switch to the screen. This is a very cool playlist. By the way, this is Trophy by Marcus D. I'm just going to minimize this for now. Before we move on, I actually want to do a little bit of shout out to our fellow streamers out there. Gerald Verschleiss, you can find him on the internet, twitch.tv/JF YouTube, Gerald Verschleiss, and also on Twitter, JF Verschleiss. He does mainly Xamarin development and some Azure. So if you're into that, please go check out his stream. Next up, hey, look, that's me. It's a streamception. Kappagen. If you, just need to get this Kappagens out of the way. If you're into Office development, Microsoft Office development, you can now build cross-platform apps using, I think, Java or was it TypeScript or something on the new platform. Check out Martin from Stum's new stream. He does once every week. He does a stream on Microsoft Office development, which is kind of cool. It's kind of a mix between how can I say this, Microsoft and CrossPlat, which is quite cool. Okay, and then we have Jan is also hosting me. That's great. Thank you, Jan, for the host. Jan de Vries, or Jan Dev, I'd like to call him. You can find his website as jan-v.nl, Dutch guy. Do check out his stream. He does Azure development, so mainly Azure development. So please do check out his stream. And then last but not least, we have Eric Lieben doing also some Azure. I think last time he did something in Ariella 2 or something. So check it out on twitch.tv/Eric Lieben, one word. Right, so that brings me now to to the Microsoft Power Toys that I really want to play with, because I know back in the day they had this old version, as I can remember it, but now they kind of released a new one. And what's happening with the song, with the music? Music's off. Well, that's probably a new one. This one is Seeds. Let's hear how that sounds. If you've just joined us, welcome very much. Oh, here's a great welcome to you guys. So, inspired with 95 era Power Toys project. Now, this is an old one. This reboot provides users with ways to squeeze more efficiency out of Windows 10's shell and customize it for individual workflows. By the way, if you guys cannot hear me on the stream, let me just check if everything is fine. Everything should be fine. I'm not clipping or anything. Anyway, let's get back to business. So this is specifically for Windows 10. Okay, so let's see. September update. Fancy zones. This is what I want to do because I'm using OBS and I'm having my screen split into multiple sections. Fancy zones. I've read about this. This is quite cool. You can make your screen a lot of zones. So it's a window manager that makes it easy to create complex Windows layouts and quickly position windows into those layouts, which is quite cool. Hey Eric, thank you very much for the host. I just see you just hosted me. Thank you so much. One viewer. That's awesome. Every little helps, I would say. And yet again, if you just joined, welcome. If you have any questions, by the way, folks, just put them here on the chat, and we'll get them answered. I'm always monitoring my chat up here. So let's see. This fancy. Okay, this we've got that Windows key. There's some Windows keys we can do. Process terminal tool. Okay, so I'm actually more interested into this in this layout thing. So how do I get this thing going? How do I install this? Okay, you can download it from here. B0.11. Can you believe that? Oh, let's see what happens. We want the MSI. Hopefully I won't be able to restart my machine, because that's also one of the reasons we were late, is because technical difficulties, like always. So let's see. So I've been off for a week. Big news. I don't know if you noticed on Twitter, I have recently became a father again of a nice or beautiful young girl. Very proud. Everything went very well. And so I took the week off. That's why there were no stream. There was no stream. And I'm energized back into business to see if we can do some more live coding. So maybe on later this year I can share like a picture or two on the stream if you guys would like to see. But now I'm very proud of those of my daughter, but also of my firstborn son, obviously. If you just joined us, welcome. I see there's more viewers joining us slowly but surely. Hi guys. Big shout out to you guys. I have no idea who you are, so if you would like to let me know in the chat, and then we can see if you want to learn more about Power Toys, or actually want to start coding, because I've got this plan for the stream. Alright, so let's see if we can get this Power Toys set up. Okay, install. Launch. Hopefully I won't break anything. Okay, so it's running there. So Windows. Okay, so edit zones. What will happen if I do this? Cool. Choose your layout. Right, so let's see. Focus, columns, rows, priority grid. The thing is, can you select a screen? That's also a thing. So I can maybe mess it up by going apply. Okay, I see. So let's open up a few windows. Trump, did not say Trump. In case, what's happening here? This is Restream. Let's just go to my website. If you want to go to my website, you want to see me blog about stuff sometimes. I'm just gonna skip this song. Let's see if this works. I have no idea. What is this? Yeah. So this is called a voice mod. I can actually change my voice as I go on, which is very cool. To random voices, which is awesome. Okay, enough about that. Let's continue the stream. Hey, this is almost like a ASMR coding. Anyway, that's one way of getting rid of viewers. Mix ASMR and coding. So, okay, so how does this work? We have our zones, right? Okay. And how do I move? How do I move this now into a zone? Okay, so hold shift key to enable zones while dragging. Okay, so shift key in, I'm holding the zone, so this is very cool. So, okay, so this is PowerToys in action. So I'm holding down the shift key and I can move my zones. And then let's see, this one I want to make shift key again. Oh, come on, this doesn't work. All right, this does not work, this one. Interesting. That one works. But this other UWP app does not work. How interesting is that? So it works with Edge. It does not work with PowerShell. And it works with the File Explorer. Cool, that might be a bug. Or something. Don't want to open my mail. Let's open Store. This one works. There's maybe a bug on that thing. So now the idea is when I move this stuff around and I go back here and I say okay. So how does this work? How do I have no idea. Why? Okay, so now what's the point? Okay, so I see. So the window can be resized by just I see. Okay, that's easy. Come on, it's quite cool. I would say it's a bit annoying. And it will take some time to get used to, but I'm going to be playing around with this off stream to see how cool this can be. I actually hope the sound goes through the mix because I can hear it in my headphones. In any case, let's just close these guys. Alright, so that is PowerToys, folks. Go and grab it. github.com/Microsoft/PowerToys. And as far as I know, there's also a Windows shortcut key you can set up. Yeah, so lots of other things coming, hopefully. So let's see what where that takes us. Alright, so now on to the stream. If you've just joined us, hello, welcome back, good morning or good afternoon or good evening. Where do we want to be? We want to go to SDN Code. If you want to follow along, go to github.com/SDN Code, and the repository that we want to be doing is this sdncast.nl repo. And then in here, that's the actual repository of the old, 2 years old website. And then what we also have in here, I think it's in here. Oh, this is the master branch. So you want to go to the new, or was it the revamp? To the revamp branch. Yeah, I think that's it. You'll have an extra folder called SDNcast. And just skip this song maybe, because this is not really, let's see, ambient, let's see. Let's play the ambient songs. Oh, by the way, if you guys want to put a song request, we can see if we can totally make it happen. By song request, I mean like a genre request rather, and then we can see if we can actually make it happen. Alright, so we have Visual Studio open. Hopefully there's no update. Hey, look, the thing is here. Alright, so dismiss all. What was I doing? I need to get .NET Core. Go to .NET and then you can download .NET Core Preview 9. That's what we're going to be doing. Download. Oh, by the way, folks, if you want to see the launch, by the way, .NET Core 3 is coming to you soon. It's going to be launched during a .NET Conf. And that's, I believe it's, when is that? That is during 23rd to 25th September. It's going to be a virtual conference. A lot of great speakers that's lined up. It's free. And .NET Core will be launched. .NET Core 3 will be launched at that time. So do check it out. Alright, so what we want is to go to the preview, which is, get the preview. Preview 9. That's the one we want. And I want the installer. Yeah. 119 megs. Can you believe it?
Earth's final pioneers will not venture into forgotten depths of the planet. But into the cathedral of
Just waiting for that thing to install.
humanity will finally reach out from the deep well where it slumbered.
Okay.
The tiny points of light suspended in unyielding darkness.
As you might have noticed, all these things I'm doing, it's very raw material. You know, things go wrong. Maybe sound doesn't work. I want to give you the raw, uncut version of what we do as developers every day. It's not just moonshine and roses. I mean, I'm installing the new .NET Core Preview 9 on my computer. I have no idea what's going to happen. Live on air, it makes it so much more fun. Right? To show you it's not that scary. I had some feedback the other day to ask if I would do, or interested in doing a very, very basic workshop on programming, specifically .NET programming. So basically going from Hello World to, I would say, junior level coding. If you'd like to see that, give me a emote. If you don't want like to see that, give me some topics and then we can discuss to see what you as a viewer would like to see. But I don't think doing a workshop on the basics of .NET coding is going to be a bad thing, because it helps everyone learn, you know. And the more people that don't know about .NET, the less .NET's going to become bigger. So I would like .NET to be seen as an ever-growing language by the ever-growing community. And this is one of the things. .NET has a ever-growing community behind it. Get onto the bandwagon right now, otherwise you will be lost like Java. I have no idea what songs is this, but in any case, let's just roll with it. I'm gonna close VS again. Are we now using the latest? Why are we using SQL Server? Interesting. Let's go and see what will happen if we update all here. There should be a bunch of updates. Well, Google. That's weird. Is it? Okay, so I don't know what I'm supposed to see, but in any case. So what do we have? I'd like to open up the Windows terminal, go into SDN cast, source SDN cast, and then what's in here? More SDN cast stuff. And I'd like to hit .NET or .NET watch run. Okay, now it's preview 9, so that's cool. What you'll see here is this is only going to be doing that first. One second. So there's already the type of namespace IURL helper could not be found. Okay, cool. Build failed. Okay. Why is it crashing there? So let's skip this song. It's a bit of a too abstract for me. Okay, that's all messing up there. So we need to go to the home. I see, this is not how let's see, .NET Core here's all the breaking changes. Okay, so what's new? Blazor event handlers moved to components web. Blazor routing improvements, render multiple Blazor components from MVC pages or pages. I presume that's Razor pages. Smart connection for Blazor apps. Utility-based components. Razor class unit tests, helper methods, API for gRPC, upgrade. So let's see. Upgrade all ASP.NET Core star packages to reference that. So let's first do that and see if that actually happens or works. What do we have here? We have a bunch of things, yeah? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to be doing my little trick. Highlighting all versions. And pasting it. Oh my soul, is that correct? Wait, there. Highlighting like this. Like that. Are you guys ready? Paste. Done. So that's the first step, I would say. In Blazor apps, add using statements for web to your imports file. So let's see, do I have an imports file? Yep. Okay, I need to import that, right? So using that, maybe the other one will go away now. I think so. Nope. It's doing something. Alright, this needs to go. Okay, so that fixes that, I would say. Great. And then update all components to be public. Really? It should be public, right? Update calls to render component async to use the new overload render component async. Okay. I have no idea where that is. This one. Render component async. Okay, so update calls to render component async and render static component async to use the new overload render component async that takes a render mode parameter. Okay, what does that mean? Alright, so statically render the component with specific parameters. Server, make a server marker where the component should be rendered interactively. Okay. I don't know what this means. What is the default here? Server pre-rendered? Let's go server pre-rendered. Why not? We're living on the edge. Is this sound a tad? Oop. Do a tad down, I would say. Alright. Okay. It's awfully quiet in the chat, but that's fine. We can be more focused, I would say, in that regard. So let's see if we are any... Oh. Okay. Still URI helper. It tries to... Okay, that's still broken, the URI helper. Oh, what? Sorry for the zoom. URI helper. So replace uses of... This is interesting. Replace uses of URI helper with navigation manager. Interesting. So let's see, current project, that, find next, replace. Okay, that was only the one. Now if I build it, it should build everything, right? Still failed. Okay, Navigation Manager does not contain a definition for get absolute URI. Thank you for that breaking change. Okay, so let's see what's happening here. I'm just quickly reading up on a few things. What did I say here? URI is new URI. Okay. I see this was the URI helper. So maybe let's change this to navigation manager. That's maybe much better. A better word, I would say. Better. That doesn't fix our problem yet, but fine. Get absolute URI. Okay, so to absolute URI and then pass in a relative. I suppose it's navigation manager dot URI. That's a bit weird way of doing it, but fine. Okay, that's a relative URI. Okay, so maybe this, do it like that, I hope. That will go away. Okay, so that is a, what's that? Is URI a string? We want that, right? Okay, so that will work. Blah blah blah. Okay. Come now. The errors are getting lesser and lesser and lesser. I hope. Close all. Clean. Rebuild. Okay. So this is where we are going to put on the pre-releases. So we need to install that one. Need to install that one. Is that even used in the T framework? I have no idea. I don't think so. Why do we have it anyway? And let's update that one. I think the version numbers is completely wrong. exactly. Update. What the hell? No, we want that one. Uninstall. Oh, my soul. Oops. Let's undo. So what's happening here? Latest stable. Just trying to install the right version of these things because obviously something is a bit iffy. What do they say there? Core, SQL core version. I can actually uninstall this. I don't think this is necessary. Uninstall this as well. And run it again. Unable to find package. Extensions logging debug with version that. Well, what is the right version then? We could go to this version. That looks better. So the version on the docs is incorrect. 1924. So it needs to be 194234. And they said that all ASP.NET Core packages, and we have okay, that's Microsoft Extensions logging. I'm not going to get into the details. That's fine. As long as this builds, but it does not build. Update. Okay, now that should work, right? Let's update to the generation package. Okay, alright, I don't know. Let's see what happens. Okay, wait, warning. Found markup element with an unexpected name, not found content. If this is intended using the directive, blah. Okay, for some reason this is keeping everything apart. Okay, that works. So let's see if we run this. This works. Oh, did I shut down? Sorry. Okay, so now we have a router, so this is also another problem we would get. Object of type. Microsoft ASP.NET Core Components Routing Router doesn't have property matching the name child content. Okay, and then what did I say here? Nothing documented on it. Okay, that's awkward. It doesn't have a property matching blah 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 blah. Okay, there are warnings here. Render tree does not exist in namespace exploiting core components render tree. Are you missing a reference? Runtime helpers. Okay, that's also in there. The types Microsoft components render tree are not recommended for use outside Blazor framework. These types will change in future release. Okay. Found markup element, unexpected name, not authorized content. If this is intended to be a component, add the using directive for its namespace. Now, let's see, what do I have here? Authorized. Nothing is in here. That's how I search. Alright. A bit lost here. Should be using that, right? Not found, maybe. Not authorized. Is that so? So, not authorized components. How does authorization work now? Using a statement, components, In Blazor WebAssembly apps, add a package to web components authorization. Okay. Alright, so now okay, found, not found, authorization view. Okay. Let's take this example. So we have a router, and then we have a found context root data. Okay, which is probably okay. Cascading authentication state. Okay, that's there. I think the point I'm trying to make is that it's not maybe that. I don't know. Authorization is no longer handled directly by the root. Instead, you use the authorization root view component. The authorized. Let me just maybe zoom in. Is that better? Where was I? The authorized root view component is a root view that will only render the matched component if the user is authorized. Authorization rules for specific components are specified using the authorized attribute. Okay, authorized attribute in there, right? The authorized root view component also sets up the authentication state as a cascading value. Okay. So we need to add root data. Is that a thing? Will this work? I don't know. I'm just guessing. Okay, so default layout is main layout. Okay, we don't need that. We can do that, and we can put in the layout like that, I would say. Right. if it will allow us. I think we just need to change. Yes, whatever. Well, that should change. Hopefully it will work. If you guys are not awake now, you should be awake now. Okay, still internal server error. Object of type ASP.NET Core Components authorization view does not have property named name matching child content. Okay. Okay, see, because there's no child content here. Can you believe it? Type of main layout. Let's just quickly go back there because I think let's comment this out. I think I need to say layout. Like that, right? So quiet. Because this is stuck again. Okay. Layout doesn't have a property matching name body. Okay. Then we do body. I am breaking this thing so much, I would say. What am I doing? Let's go back here. Okay, so is this... Something's happening. Oh, okay, it's not running, that's why. Let's do that. Bound markup element expected page body. This is intended component add using directive. Okay. That's not what I want. See if we save these things. Doesn't have a property matching name body. Some help would be appreciated. Very cryptic like always. If we make this body just to see what will happen. That actually works. Wow. Okay, so this actually rendered something. Cool. So this worked, but not really as expected, right? Of course, because I know exactly what the problem was. Our default layout Can we do this? Or can we do authorize view? That can work, right? Authorize. I see, there are lots of ones. There's authorize view, the ones on the component authorization, that one definitely works, or not. Okay, maybe authorizing is a better one. Okay. Just like this. Okay, it's scary because it's not really working as it's supposed to be working. Not found. Okay, you know what? Routed data. Maybe go back here again. Program assembly, startup assembly, same stuff. Okay, that works. Let's see. That's interesting. How did this get broken? Let's quickly rewind. Up. This one. We also need to undo that one, right? Okay. So we have a not found content and not authorized content. Not authorize view. Authorize root view. This. Okay, hopefully I'm right. Okay, so this is probably layout. What will happen if I just remove that and make that like that? Can that work? I don't know. Unrecognized child content inside component router. Except child content followed to found and not found. Okay, cool. Found. And then we move that guy in there. Is that so hard? Is that now a thing? Or not? Root data does not exist in the current context. Wow. I see, root data is there, so we need to get it somewhere, which is context found. Oh, where we, this one. So we need to pass the context down. In there, I would say. And that should work, right? Okay. Doesn't have a property matching the name child content. Okay, interesting. Body. I'm just gonna, play it safe and just put body there. Doesn't have a property matching the name child content. Is it that then? No, authorized root view does not have child content there. Okay, fine. The problem is okay, type of layout. Okay. Something's happening. Yay. Okay. Alright, so now we have a double kind of a whammy going, but this thing is working at least. It's running at least. So let's see what the problem is. We have... Okay, that's unauthorized, which is fine about. Why is this here? So that might be on the layout itself. Home, live coding, that doesn't change anything. Okay. Great, so let's keep that body. And inside body, of that. Interesting. So about renders the whole thing. I don't think it's completely need to focus here. So that's not authorized. Alright, so cascading authentication state, layout view. Okay. So what we can do, okay, so that's under not found. What will happen if I just want to see something. If I take my router, stick everything in there, go do this. Because technically it's supposed to happen, right? So that renders the layout view. So what you want is on not found, we want to be displaying this. Okay. So it renders out the body. We take this off. This works. Okay. But the problem is it does not render properly. So root data is that. The thing is, I cannot just do this because it will break. Will it? Or will it? That's the question. For some reason it just works. Okay, so yeah. Unauthorized. That does not work. Okay, fine. This is now completely renders up the whole thing. Maybe the problem lies here. No, nothing is rendered. Okay. Page body, page header. Let me think for a change. If we remove that, look, that works. Alright, so that works and that does not work yet, but that's fine. Okay, so if it's not found, it does that. Not authorized. Isn't something called not authorized or something? Yeah. You have that, right? So I see. So within a authorization view, we could have nope. Then we need to pass in the context, which is it? No. I see, is what I'm missing. I can just say this. Okay, there we go. Boom. So then, you're not supposed to be here. Okay, and what did I say it should be? Completely unmodified, and we said secured area. Sorry, this page requires secured area. I think that works. I think that will actually make things much better. Okay, so let's see. If we go here and refresh. Yes. Great. That's what I want to see. We have this on air. It's a so old video or live coding. Now we can actually commit this and do the live coding videos. We have admin. Sorry, authorization is required. What I'm missing here is a big login button. And this one. Okay, great. So now let's commit this, guys. It's interesting. So the router, it's quite cool how it works. Just want to see if I exit this, will this work? It still works. I have no idea why that is needed. We have a host, we have our home. Okay, so let's commit these things. Nav menu. Ah, what? Oh, these are all changes. Okay, so commit. Let's see, commit. That's good. Upgraded to preview 9. Preview 9. Sync. Okay, so that should work fine. Okay, so that works. Alright, so let's see. I wonder what's the difference, because if I go... Okay. So these are the previous shows. The live coding we need to implement now quickly. Let's do that quickly and then we call it a night. I'm sure we can do that in half an hour. Okay. Okay, so what do we have? Let's maybe open up the other one, the old website, or the older website, I would say. And then when we go to live coding, it's pretty much the same layout. As the other one. But I think what's different here is that we have a different live show details. Live show detail service. Interesting. Okay, so the other one does not have live show details, right? So this is live show details. It's not here. Well, it is there. Let's see. We need to. Okay, live show details servers get injected. Okay, so this one is using the live show details from the config YouTube events, live events playlist ID. So we have, yeah, YouTube cast playlist ID and YouTube events playlist ID. Yes. If I'm not mistaken, you should use that one now. So I can actually take home, change it a bit. In this case, we'll just copy it, relax, it won't break. And then we'll actually, we will, let me see, if I see, do I have a live coding one? This one. Okay, so I have page body. That's the context is banner. So the title under that, and page body we'll stick that in there, right? So that is fine. Did we have? We could most probably refactor this even more. Let me just see. Okay, so we need to change, I think all this needs to change from this one to, is it this one? Then it's different. Can it be? There's only one way to find out. Look, how cool is that? Live coding, that one works. Live coding, that one works. Is that supposed to, let's go to stncast.nl. Okay, so it doesn't have previous recorded stncasts in there. So we can actually take this off. Yeah. So we have this live coding sessions. That's the home. Live coding sessions. That's implemented. Admin without authorized. About. And how do we log in here? Where do we log in? Oh, this goes automatically. I see. Where, if we say new table, I need to go to this auth login page. How do we do this? Okay, so let's. I think we have something here, so we can actually reload this one. Live coding. Okay, so live coding is there. Home is there. And about. I think this should be the thing that we need to commit. So live coding screen. Okay, that wasn't so hard. That actually works quite well. Okay, that's cool. So now let's see, how do we actually get this admin to work? Because I want this thing to log in. How would we do that? So let's see, go to SDNcast, to this admin section. If authenticated, return unauthorized. Cool. Okay, so redirect to sign in. Is that a thing? Can we just have a button? Can we do that? That should be fun, right? Fun and fine. Signing, there's no address. LOL. I actually think what we should do is we should go to the template again. This one. All right. So let's go to our CD sandbox. Oops. Do I have a sandbox? There's a sandbox. Done. Alright, so now let's say .NET New Blazor server, I think. Name is test. Do that. Okay, so let's see what was created here. So we have a sandbox test, and we should have a test project. Is that loaded? Okay. Let's run it and see what happens. Really? Can't this work just for 1 sec in its life? I think I need Visual Studio 2019 or something, but this is also breaking. Okay, it's breaking because it's being used. So let's do that again. Okay, that works. Now this should be a different page. Right, so do I need to log in? Okay, wait. Can that idea? Go back. Make the test auth. CD test auth. CD sandbox test. We go .NET new. Okay, so instead of SQLite, what do we have here? We have AU. Okay, so AU is single org, I would say. Will that work? That did work indeed. .NET Rub, well. Okay. I need to Google this as well. Okay, so let's see what is different. What has changed here? So we have data, pages, login display. Okay, so we've got this. Azure AD account sign in. Okay. Where is that? Okay. Can this be as easy as doing this? Because we have that. Add authentication, we need to add the usings. Control dot. That comes from somewhere. That comes from the Azure AD. What? This one? Okay, so see if we go that. Do we have something? Yes. Oh. Wait a sec. Wait a sec. Just gonna do this. Then, if it will complain about it, no, it does not. So that works. And we can control that in there. Okay, and that goes there. Okay, cool. I like the way this works. So let's copy this. That should work, right? So I'm not gonna run it here. I'm gonna run this again, like this. Hopefully it will work. Now refresh. The instance option must be provided. Cryptic. Hi, I've got a message from Tegan Moore. Hi, Tegan. I am very good. How are you doing? Thank you for a chat. Thank you for reaching out. You are watching from YouTube, I believe. Let me know in the chat how you are, and if you are also a .NET dev, that would be awesome to know. The instance method must be provided. Now, where is that? That should be somewhere. So Azure AD, we've got this. Okay, so let's see. Just want to see what happens if I do this, because we have these ones. Instance option must be provided. Now this is what I have. Maybe we should take a step back here and run this again. Alright, so now we get a different error. Unable to retrieve document, PI is hidden. Great, so okay, I think we are there. I think just the fact that we need to somehow get the right ones, and I think it's this one we should use, if I'm not mistaken. I'm jumping around like a mad thing, I know. So let's see what happens if we do this. Stop, start. If you've just joined us, welcome. Welcome to the show. We are doing Blazor development. And we have cabbages. Can you believe it? That's what you get for joining the show. That's awesome. An instance method must be provided. Can you believe it? What did I do wrong? AAD instance. I see. This was instance and AAD instance. Okay. Instance domain tenant ID client ID. Let's run it again and see what happens. Okay. That kind of works. Cool. So I know if you go to what? Why does it try to log in though? It's not supposed to log in. Okay, that goes there. I need to run. Unfortunately, duty calls. But we will take care of this issue definitely when we have a chance. I think maybe next time. I think it's my cue to say to you guys, thank you very much for watching. I need to go. Unfortunately, my little one is needing daddy. So I'm going to be heading out. And I would say until next time, do take care. And this is a big shout out to Tegan Moore. Thank you very much for giving the shout out in the chat. And for all the other guys out there, we'll see you guys again maybe this week.